This was supposed to be a small ride today. You got like 30 bikes out here. Smallest one being a KLX 300. Biggest I saw was a 1200. Got a bunch of Ibexes out, 690s, 10RAs. Should be a good time. This ride takes us up through the Davy Crocket National Forest. It's about a 150-mile loop, 75% of which is off-road. We got 10 people in our group. There are 3 groups total. I figured I could also use this ride to talk about the Ibex 450 and my experience with it. Okay, we went the wrong way already. And we got 1 bike down. Already an adventure. So at this point, I have just over 1,200 miles on the bike, and I've done a lot of that off-road. And I want to talk to what I like and what I don't like about this bike after the 1,200 miles that I put on it. Let's talk about the one thing that I really don't like about this bike. It's only a 450. It lacks that punch that I really want, and you can see right there as I was accelerating, I'm hitting the red line. I'm trying to keep up with the 690 that's in front of me, so it's not even that big of a bike. It just doesn't have the power to be a fast bike, but that is a trade-off for the ability to ride well off-road. The 6-speed transmission is fantastic. It's really smooth. Now, a lot of people talk about the jerky throttle. Yes, that is existent in almost every CFMoto Ibex 450 that I've heard of. I adjusted the cable and made it substantially better, but it's not great. That's a mapping issue, and that's something that I've said about CFMotos before, especially with the MK800. There's a little bit of a tune gap in what you want out of the bike versus what you get, and there are manufacturers, there are companies out there that are doing flashes to the ECUs specifically around the Ibex. MSC is a prime example. A lot of people are running the MSC tune to get rid of that snatchiness. And I said this almost verbatim with the 800, you shouldn't need to flash a brand new bike to make it more rideable. Flashing should be more about making it tunable, making it more performance oriented. But to make it smoother and more rideable, it shouldn't have to do that. Is this a dirt bike? Is this a motocross bike? No. But I have taken it off-road a lot, including motocross tracks. It's fully capable of being ridden as an off-road bike, which is awesome considering the price point. $6,500 US dollars plus taxes and fees. You're getting a stellar base platform to get you out there and off-road, having adventures, just having fun. And those are big rocks chunking up. Ugh, he's pelting me. I've never thought about getting a headlight cage until just now. I'd hate to get a rock and shatter my headlight. So like that 690 just snatched the throttle a little bit, did a wheelie at like 50 miles an hour. You can't do that on the Ibex. Yes, it will wheelie. There are plenty of people who do it, but not at 50 miles an hour and not as easily as something that's got more torque. Do I regret buying this bike because of those things that I said I don't like? No, not at all. I'm very happy I bought this bike. I do wish though that I had bought one that was in base form and not had the crash cages and all the extra farkle that was on it from the dealership. Not because I didn't want it, but because I feel like the aftermarket has gotten to a point where I could buy a lot of those things aftermarket and then install them myself, and I get to choose what I get, not necessarily just what I'm restricted to by the OEM. Let's talk about some things that I do really like about the Ibex. It's extremely approachable. As somebody who is coming into the ADV world for the first time, this is not a threatening bike. It's not super tall. It's got a really easy seat height if you've got the standard seat. I, at 6 feet tall, wish I had the tall seat, but that's on me. I could go buy one. I really like the ergonomics of the bike. It's very adjustable. You've got a front suspension that you can adjust, the back suspension that you can adjust. You can even lower the bike with the integrated lowering link. I love how accepting the aftermarket is for this bike now too. There are a lot of different companies making all kinds of cool stuff for this bike. You've got crash bars, you've got bags, you've got full luggage, variety of different tire options, all kinds of stuff. Ooh, traction control kicking in. You got traction control. Like I'm doing 60 miles an hour on a sandy dirt road and I feel good about it. I love that. It's fun. I also really like the price point. I think the fact that you can get into this bike for under 10 grand easily is great. It opens up the market to people who want to try things but don't want to spend BMW money. Would I suggest the Ibex for everybody? No, not at all. Would I suggest the Ibex for somebody who wants to get out into nature? Yes, absolutely. I feel like it is a very easy way to just go explore and have some fun on a motorcycle in a different way that you might not have been able to do before. I think it's more capable of touring than a single track enduro style bike. Like the 690 that's in front of me, sure, he can go a lot faster than I can, but highway use and fuel mileage and just general touring, I wouldn't want to get a 690 for that purpose. The Ibex can do that. It is not the unicorn that everybody says, or everybody said it was before it was released to the public, and I think people are seeing that more and more, including CFMoto. They've got the 800, the 800 is becoming more popular in Europe. And they've got the 1000, it's about to hit the market too. Like, people are seeing that there's a need for both the lightweight ADV and the heavyweight ADV. Man, the guys in front of me are ripping. This is like their haven right here. I gotta catch up. I'm not lagging or holding anybody up. I'm just not as fast as the guys in front of me right now. Let's change that. Now this bike is still really fun on the road. It goes really well in the twisties. It's just not a very fast bike. I think we picked up some riders that weren't originally in our group. I don't remember. But this guy in front of us right here on the Tenorite, his name is Ty. He does some crazy stuff on his bike. He loves to push his bike hard, so hopefully we'll get some good footage behind him. We might just get dust clouds. Man, it's dusty out today. Can't see anything. And this is why I really like the Ibex, because I can just jump on this bike and I can go run through these access roads so easily. Now I can't go 100 miles an hour. I'm not going 100 out here anyway. I love this. This is so cool. You may notice that I lost my mirror. I didn't actually lose it. I took it off at one of our stops because it kept rattling itself loose and winding back and hitting me in the arm every time I stood up. So I pulled it off. I need to figure out why that keeps happening, because that was one of my complaints in the first off-road ride, was that my arms were hitting the mirror. So I might end up getting different mirrors. I do like those ones that are like fold out. These do that, but if they're gonna spin on me, that's annoying. Like this one, it spins real easily. See? Not cool. I gotta fix that. I do think that this WeRideTwo system has been a fantastic addition to this bike. Yes, I keep my phone here, but I have always had issues with it overheating when I go on long rides, so I can stay there, I can keep it plugged in, and I can run the screen there. I'm currently running Google Maps, but I can also run Onyx, which is what I was running for most of the day-to-day. Control Pandora from that, I can control phone calls that can run to my Cardo, all kinds of stuff. It's been super helpful. I've got a link in the description below for the WeRideTwo. It doesn't have to be on the Ibex, but I've got a video on how to install that on the Ibex. The link will save you some money. Hopefully you can get out there and have some fun with that too. That was a fun ride. And I'm about to cross 1,300 miles now. I really enjoy this bike. It's comfortable. It's got a decent amount of power for what I need to do off-road. But again, I wish it was a little bit faster on-road, just so I could do real highway speeds here in Texas. Now, if you're not in Texas, probably not a big deal, and it's probably a fantastic bike. I think one thing that I really enjoy about the ADV community is the fact that people are more mature. Not always, but more mature than sport bikes. So for example, we were with 30 guys today. Nobody was showing off. Nobody was doing dumb stuff. We weren't drag racing or doing wheelies down the highways. When I go out on the sport bikes and I'm with those guys, I have fun, but I'm always pulling back because I don't like doing that kind of thing. So hanging with a group of guys in their 40s and 50s and 60s who are just out having fun in the woods, I can get behind that. That's fun. What comes next for me? I'm not sure. I'm going to keep this bike for a little bit longer. I'm not sure how much longer. I've got some more content ideas for it. Obviously, I enjoy riding it, so I'm not done with it yet. And I've also only had it for about 9 months. So I'm going to put some more miles on it, have some fun with it, hopefully stay on camera with it. If you've got questions about the bike, about the ride, about my thoughts on anything, let me know in the comments below. I'll do what I can to answer them. If you're looking for a place to ride in Houston, check out the group that I've got linked in the description below. It's a good group of people. Thanks for tuning in. Ride safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.